Let me start recording. Awesome. So let me go ahead and share screen. If you can see my screen, give me a thumbs up. You see that? Awesome. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and mute up the line real quick as well. Hold on. I got to do two things at once. Mute all. There we go. All right, guys. And if you have team member that's supposed to be on here, maybe they forgot, people have a short attention spans nowadays. Make sure you give them a text, give them a call, because you definitely don't want to miss any of this information that we're going to share with you. We got a lot of content that we're going to have to go through. The team is growing really fast, so we're going to give you as much content as we can. So welcome to World Orientation Training, okay? So before I get into it, I want to talk about purpose for a second, okay? Purpose. Now, I honestly want to tell you guys that in this business, 80% of this business is mindset, okay? 20% of it is skill set. Now, some of you guys, I'm going to get deeper into the content of how-tos, but this business is truly 80% mindset. You have to have a strong mindset in this business. I'll be honest with you guys. Many of you guys will, have you guys ever heard that saying before? Like, never judge anybody or whatnot, because you never know what they're really going through. And so that's the whole point, right? So you'll notice that every single person that's on the line right now, that's watching this webinar, this training presentation right now, you're going through something that none of us are experiencing, okay? You might have gotten started with World, you got your Hilo, and you shared it with your best friend, and your best friends laughed at you, said that you're crazy, it looks like a Fitbit. You're actually gonna sell a Fitbit that's overpriced, or who knows what people will say. People make up a ton of stuff just to be able to just honestly, they're not trying to hurt your feelings. They mean well, but they don't realize that your feelings being hurt, right? Maybe you're going through that. Maybe you're going through a financial difficulty. You spent your last dollars just to get involved in World Global Networks. Whatever the case is, you are actually going through something that none of us are experiencing right now. But let me just share with you one thing. We all are experiencing some sort of resistance, okay? And the reason why is because no matter what you're doing right now, if you're driving a car, you're going to have wind resistance. No matter if you believe in something, you're going to get some sort of resistance. That's all part of the game, you guys, right? So for Van and I want to tell you this, is that if you decide that you want to be somebody, you want to get to a place where you can achieve the success that you want, whether it's spiritually or financially or emotionally or in a relationship with somebody, there's always going to be some level of resistance, okay? It's not just World Global Network. It's anything you're going to do, okay? When Van and I first got into our relationship, I went through a really, really difficult relationship prior to Van. Some of you guys are like, oh, don't tell me, Tuan. Trust me, I've been through that too, right? So I was in a 4-year relationship. It was crazy, like literally crazy. And my mom was like, look, don't ever bring a woman like that home again, right? That's what my mom told me. And I remember when I first dated Van, I brought home like, Mom, I want you to meet Van. She's so sweet. And she took me aside. She's like, is she crazy? I'm like, no, she's great. She's nice. She's like, hey, look, and then guess what? Moms, what you're talking about? You're overprotected of your children, right? So my family had to really get to know Van, and there was a little tiny bit of opposition, a little bit, right? But then once they got to know her, they said, you know what? She's great. I love her. And then things turn out perfect, right? But my whole point of this is, whether it's a relationship, a business, you have to have a sense of purpose, a sense of fortitude before you get into something, right? So the first thing is, you have to know why you're doing this business, okay? This is very important, guys, because if you don't, anything's going to drop you. Anything's going to make you drop out of this business. And so finding your why is absolutely very, very important. I'm going to explain that later on as we get deeper into it. The second thing is, you have to have vision, with whatever you're doing. Let's look at World because that's the topic we're talking about. You have to have a vision of seeing what Fabio Galdi, the founder, the CEO, what he sees. And here's what's really exciting, you guys, is that we only see a tip of the iceberg right now. Van and I got a chance to spend time alone in the office, and we got a chance to talk to the Senior Vice President of Technology Design, Antonio Del Rosa. We got a chance to spend time with JP, who's actually in charge of operations in United States. We got a chance to spend time with Fabio Galdi, which is the CEO and founder of World Global Network. And we got a chance to really see where the company is going, where the vision of where the company is going. And I do want you guys to know is that we are in a very spot of where the company is heading right now, guys. Some of you guys might think to yourself, man, it's already momentum right now. Guys, I will tell you this, we haven't even gotten to the momentum phase right now. Let me give you guys some stats real quick. United States alone. Now, I know we got Canada in the house. I know we got China. We got all these other markets in the house. Majority of you guys are from United States. So I'm going to just hit on United States for a little bit, okay? 3 months ago, the company had 1,200 people, 1,200 members in general in total United States, okay? 1,200 people. 90 days later, documented, the company has a total of 18,000 members right now. 18,000 members. Okay, so first of all, now the question you're going to ask is, how long has this company been around? When did they open the United States? How about that question, right? They've been open for 5 years, you guys. 5 years. And here's what Fabio told Van and I. He said, guys, I was reluctant to get into the United States. I'm like, why? He's like, United States is the real business. United States has high demands. Y'all know the United States culture, right? We like to pick up the phone. We like to call customer service. We have a sense of level of expectation, a sense of quality, right? So the first 5 years of this company, Fabio Galdi and his executive marketing team has spent an entire 5 solid years on developing the infrastructure, the quality of the products, the type of executive team, the R&D team, and to be able to actually put the basic infrastructure to be able to handle the type of magnitude that the United States and Canada is going to be able to demand of them. And they actually laid out the blueprint, guys. Their customer service department that they're laying out by the end of this month. And honestly, I will tell you guys, it will be really full swing getting into January. They'll open by the end of December, hopefully, but full swing will be January. And even then, we as a whole team, guys, we're going to have to be patient with them. Why? Because every single person they've hired have experience in the direct sales industry. They've have a level of experience with customer service. They're the person that's managing the customer service department has over 25 years of direct sales and customer service experience. So they're paying top dollars to be able to actually make sure they're putting money where their mouth is, in other words, to be able to make sure that they can actually have the type of customer service that Canada and United States is demanding of them. But here's the thing. Most people are going to be asking a ton of questions of them, right? And so they need to have the level of, we all need to be patient with this customer service department because it's going to take about 6 months for them to really be up to par. And so Van and I are encouraging guys to take as much information you can, learn as much you can, because you are a founding member of this company, guys. Yes, it's been on for 5 years. But, guys, the company literally has gone through a restructuring. And I'm telling you right now, we're founding members. And we are in a sweet spot right now of where the company's going. Statistically, they show the stats, and as the company continues to grow at the rate they're going, they predict that momentum phase is going to happen around March, guys. Based on the track record of how fast it's going right now, March is going to be about the momentum phase when we're going to start hitting critical mass, and we're going to hit that bended knee theory in certain markets, including Canada and the United States, guys. And we also have put together a Chinese website, which I'm going to talk about later on. We got a Chinese team in place right here. And I'm not Chinese. I do look like I'm Chinese, right? But I'm Vietnamese. I'm born and raised in the United States. But we actually have a huge invested interest, and we understand the culture of the Chinese market very well. So we have a new announcement for the Chinese market later on after we're done to be able to build into the Chinese market. We're really excited about that. So you have to have vision for where the company is going. You have to have set a certain amount of goals, right? I would highly encourage you guys to write a list of goals that you want to accomplish. Guys, you realize that 2017 is right around the corner. So what's going to drive you? You know, what's going to motivate you? What's going to inspire you? You got to have some SMART goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, with a timestamp attached to it. So when you set a goal, don't say, look, for Van and I, we have we've been working extremely very hard for 14 years in this industry just to get to this point, right? But we don't have a goal that, hey, we're going to make $10 million in 12 months. I mean, that'd be nice. I want that, right? But what you want and what you need has nothing to do with achieving your goals. Achieving your goals is all about setting goals that you can and what you're willing to do. And so as you are learning this training this morning and this afternoon, at the end of this training, I want you to set a goal that's realistic, that's attainable, that you know that you can and you're willing to do by the end of 2017. And that's honestly what I asked you to do. Obviously, some of you guys are having some goals that you want to finish up by the end of this year. We're going to talk about Dubai. We're going to talk about different things that we're going to be the company has in place for you to just push to be able to finish the year strong. But you want to set some solid goals. Setting some good, great, and realistic expectations, you guys. Now, here's the thing. Van and I have never been in the tech space before. For 14 years in the direct sales space, we've been in services, financial services, legal services. We've been in the anti-aging, the beauty space, the health space, but never in the tech space. Now, here's the thing. I want you to really set these level of expectations right, because if you do, you're going to be able to discipline your disappointments and expect the right expectations. So the first thing I want to share with you is it doesn't matter what type of business you're going to do, you're going to go through some hiccups. And what's great about this company is that they're solid. They've been around for 5 years, and they're doing over $150 million in sales. One of the two biggest catalysts that you want to find in an opportunity is those two things. How long a company's been around and the type of revenue that's being generated. If a company's been around for 5 years, they go past beyond what we call the startup phase, right? Statistically, 9 out of 10 startup companies fail in the first 5 years. So we've gone beyond that number. So fantastic, with this company. Number two, if a company goes beyond $150 million in sales a year, they actually hit a spot where the company becomes cash rich, and they have the revenue to be able to actually back themselves up just in case if there's any leakage or any holes that come in place, right? Because no matter what business you do, you're going to go through different types of things. If you're a traditional business owner, you're a small business owner, you are very well aware that it takes money to make money, and you always need that type of revenue to be able to back yourself up. So with $150 million in revenue in sales coming in, the company has the financial backings to be able to handle the type of growth that the company has. And that's what World has in place. Now, here's the thing. They still are new. They still are in the growing phase right now. So you got to have the right expectation, and you have the mindset that I'm a founding member of this company. I'm going to help add value to this company. I'm going to help grow this company together. And guys, if you, I would definitely say that, if you get a hiccup, something happens, get with your diamond. Let them know, hey, I noticed that this wasn't correct, or this was a little difficult. Let your upline diamond know. They'll let the executives know, and we'll continue to grow the company from there. One thing I will tell you this about World is that they are willing to change. I am so in awe the type of humbleness, the type of heart that Antonio Senatore, which is the chief financial officer, Van and I get a chance to talk to him, and great guy, down to earth. He listens to the field, which is incredible. Fabio Galdi, the guy's just absolutely, he wears his emotions, you feel it, right? You feel the type of passion he has. And when we share with them, hey, this is something that would benefit the company. This would benefit the field. I mean, he listens, he does some calculated decisions, and then, he moves. And that's the type of thing we have here with the executive team. Lastly, technology. Whew, man, Ben and I were first. We're first in technology, you guys, right? And we're excited about technology. We love technology. Now, there's a couple of things that technology has in place that I want to make sure that you guys are aware of. The technology space. I mean, there's they go through the beta phases and they go through their updates and stuff like that. I will tell you this: it doesn't matter. Oh, hold on a second. Let me mute all. Mute all. All right, cool. So it doesn't matter what company you're in. You're always going to go through phases, right? So when Ben and I was in an anti-aging company, it was either, oh, you know what, the smell wasn't right, or or it was like, oh, hey, it's too fluid now, it's too wet now, or hey, I have an empty bottle, or whatever the case was, right? When we were in services, they're like, oh, the attorney that we called, he actually gave us bad service. Or, hey, when I called in to actually get my services, they said they were going to call me back. They called me back 1 week later. I had an emergency situation. I need someone calling back in a day or 2 days. Guys, it's, just it doesn't matter what you do. It's all part of small business. And I will tell you this is with technology, you're going to go through a beta phase. And Ben and I can only tell you our experience since we've been with the company as a customer for about 3 months now. The company has completely evolved the product. I remember when we first got the product, there was no steps, there was no sleep, and then all of a sudden a month later, boom, the sleep and the steps came in. I'm like, cool, right? And then they actually had, it was actually reading. It was so sensitive that there was people that literally left their band downstairs on, and then they went upstairs, went to sleep, and when they woke up and they opened up the app, it actually, it still gave readings. And people were saying, how come it's still reading even though I wasn't wearing it? And guys, what happened was that Fabio and his R&D team actually made it so sensitive that it read the atmospheric waves. You get what I'm saying? So it was reading those tiny, smallest waves that was happening in the atmosphere, that it was doing readings through that. And so what Fabio did is he spent millions of dollars on his R&D and actually had the algorithms adjusted and actually lowered down the sensitivity. Then after he did that, here's what ended up happening. Right off the top, 20% of the members who were using the Hilo it was giving failed readings. It was giving failed readings. And then everyone was saying, hey, it's not reading anymore. How come? What's wrong with this? And we didn't, the R&D team didn't realize it, but because it was so not sensitive anymore in the reading, that there were certain skin tones that it wasn't reading, a certain shade of the skin. And if you had a tattoo, definitely wasn't reading, right, in your arm. And so they actually made an executive decision during the week that Ben and I came in, and he said, you know what, screw the sensitivity. Let's go and just go back to where it was. Let's keep it sensitive so that way it can read, all skin tones. Boom. They actually made that quick decision, firmware update, and let's go from there. Guys, here's my whole point is that unlike other direct sales company, if they shipped you a product that maybe was maybe the skincare bottle, maybe it was empty, what do you have to do? You have to return the bottle back, right? If it was if the product was already expired already, or it came off a different smell than it usually is, what do you have to do? You have to return the product back, or you're too lazy, you just keep it and then you just eat the cost of it. With Hilo, with technology, all it takes is one firmware update. The firmware update is absolutely free, you guys, which is really cool. So again, I know I'm beating a dead horse on it, but I want you guys to know if you set your expectations right, you're going to be able to notice that you can actually build a very successful business knowing the technology space that we have here. So let's talk about vision for a second. So this is Helen Keller, okay? Helen Keller was asked once, what would be worse than being born blind? And she said, the only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. And so at this as we are continuing to build as a team, as a family, really developing this company together, you got to be able to have the vision long term to be able to see what is going to happen within this company, okay, you guys, and for you. So now let's talk about, your success. Cool. So let's talk about, let's say you're brand new. What's the first thing you need to do? Well, we have a system in place for all new members, okay? So it's called new members training. So what we want to do is every new person, if you're brand new, this is for you. You want to go to the team website, which is team-world.biz. We're working with, excited about this, but we're working with some diamonds and some of the leadership to actually convert this entire website to Spanish. So it'll be a first of many languages that we're working on. So, you want to make sure that you want to send your new members to team-world.biz. And the first thing that when they go here is they're going to be able to make sure that they download this First Steps worksheet. And this worksheet, guys, is a 6-step blueprint of helping them rank advance to team builder and team developer, okay, within the first week to 30 days, which is awesome, okay, guys? And then the second thing is instead of you training them, because, guys, your business will move. And if you're following the system that we have in place and you're exposing and you're sharing this product with this being the fact that it's a health and wellness product bundled with technology, you're going to notice that you're going to have speed in this business. You want to make sure that you want to be able to leverage the system that we have. You want to make sure that as a new person, you want to watch the First Step training video. It's a 40-minute video, and Van and I actually literally walk you through 1 through 6 on this worksheet, guys. And then once you're done doing that, then get in touch with your sponsor and Diamond, and they're going to go ahead and set up your business plan to earn your investment back and actually get yourself paid and promoted immediately, guys. So love the fact that we have a system in place already for that. And Van looks really pretty in there. So all right, go. Let me move forward. So First Step trading, let me walk you through this for a second. So first thing is, just like I asked you earlier, what is your why? Okay, what drives you? And I want you to know that you gotta literally write down a why that really tugs your emotion, guys. Maybe it's time with your family, time with your kids. Maybe it'll be able to tie to your church or to a nonprofit organization of your choice. Maybe you've been in this industry before, and you have a heart of really helping your team or helping people be able to earn an income and be able to actually provide them like a vehicle to be able to actually generate extra income for whatever it is for them, right? Maybe you want to be able to travel more, go on vacation. Guys, you really have to be very clear about this, because if you don't know what your why is, it's honestly any small thing is going to kick you out. Van and I, we've been in this industry for a long time, and definitely there's not a day that goes by that we're thinking about why. I mean, no joke, right? I'm thinking about my mom. My mom is she's every mom, if your mom is still on earth, right? She's still alive, and that there's a small window for everybody, for us, for everybody, right? So we have a saying that we're just spirits living human experiences right now. And one of the things is I that I want to cherish the time that I do have with my loved ones. And my father passed away from lung cancer when I was 24, 23. And, that hit me like a ton of bricks, right? I took time with my dad for granted. And, it's like I thought he was Superman, right? I thought he was somebody that, he can fight, any type of disease or, everyone that when you look at your father, you look at him as a strong person, right? Or maybe it's your mother, or maybe it's someone that raised you. And that's what I saw with my father is like, man, he's Superman. And when I saw him sick, when I saw him that he couldn't operate on his own because of the cancer, it really was really, really difficult. And he passed away. He passed away under a year. And, just talking about it, I was holding my emotions, like I was holding my tears in because, man, time is really, really short, you guys. And I can't imagine, just going another day, just, serving the dollar, right? A lot of us serve the dollar. We're out there. We just want to go out there and just make money because why? We're a slave to it. And so my mom, she's getting older, and I want to be able to just spend as much time with her as much as possible. And that doesn't go, it doesn't goes without saying, spending time with Van, our kids. Kids grow up, they get to a point where they don't want to be around you, right? So I want to be able to do that. So for you guys, you have to have a strong why that's going to drive you, that's going to tug your heart. And that way, doesn't matter what it is, you're going to plow right through it, okay? So write that down. Now, the second thing is, now that you figured out what your why is, you need to determine what your goals are. Now, in this business, the first thing you want to do is become executive PAC qualified, okay? Become executive PAC qualified. What does that mean? Well, to become executive PAC qualified, basically, it's to be able to, either if you've already purchased the executive PAC already, congratulations on that. You are already executive PAC qualified. If you haven't, and, for whatever reason is, maybe finances was allocated in different things or different avenues or whatnot, that's okay. You could upgrade at your leisure and, upgrade and be able to actually become executive PAC qualified. Now, why is this important, you guys? Is because number one is obviously a couple of things. Number one is you actually get 2 additional business centers. And these business centers will actually increase your earning potential up to $600,000 weekly, okay? And then I'll talk about that later on in terms of like the advanced portion of the compensation plan. But it'll increase your earnings from $200,000 weekly to up to $600,000 weekly, which is a lot, right? Also, it gives you the ability to duplicate because, the way this business works is that as you are executive PAC qualified, your team is going to do what you do, not what you say. And when you have become executive PAC qualified, there's more product that you actually have on hand. And you don't need a whole lot. You don't need an auto shipment of 5 helos every single month. You just need your first 5. Have one for yourself, have one for your husband or wife or significant other. If you don't, maybe 1 or 2 for your family members, but keep 1 or 2 for yourself and be able to use those just in case if someone says, I want to demo the product, I want to try the product out. You'll have 1 or 2 people here and there that's going to ask you for it. The worst thing you want to do is take yours off and then give it to someone and let them try it. You don't want to do that because if you do, you decalibrate your own biometrics because it takes literally 30 days to actually get to know your body chemistry. And so if you take yours off and you put on someone else's, you decalibrate yours, and now you have to start over from scratch, guys. So it's always better to have 1 or 2 extra just in case so that they want to demo the product and try it out themselves, okay? So it creates duplication. You have enough to actually demo the product. You get 1 free helo on top of that. And, guys, it's all about, for me personally, it's all about duplicating the right activity. And of course, as you drive more volume into your business, you'll notice that you're going to hit diamond, you're going to hit other ranks quicker, and you're going to be able to build a stronger business. Quite frankly, one thing that Ben and I noticed is that the more when someone invests for the executive PAC, you'll notice that the level of commitment is definitely stronger, you guys. Right? So number 2 is you want to become team builder qualified. So what does that look like? You want to be able to find 1 person on your left, 1 person on your right. Now, if they actually become a member just on the single PAC, you still become a team builder, you guys, right? Believe it or not. If you bring 1 on the single PAC on the left, 1 on the single PAC on the right, you still become a team builder. You only become a team builder 10% qualified, right, on your team commissions. But if you actually find if you enroll 2 executive PACs, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, then you become team builder executive qualified, and now you're qualified to earn 20% on your team volume commission. What does this mean? It means that on your entire personal team, whatever your sales volume is, you earn 20% right off the top. So if you had 10,000 sales volume for the week, you would earn $2,000 in your binary. If you earn $100,000, if you generate 100,000 sales volume, you would earn $20,000 for the week. Guys, very simple math and very lucrative, if I must say, right? So become a team builder. Find two executive packs, find two families, and you become a team builder, executive qualified. Third thing you want to do is become a team developer. How do you do that? Simply help your two people find their two. So in other words, help your two become team builders, and then you are going to become team developer. And what this is going to do is it's going to unlock the check matches, okay? So I'll talk about that at the end with the advanced comp plan. So all you have to know is upgrade to exec pack, find two families that want to protect their family with the products, and then help those two find two and become a team developer. Now, once you actually set your goals, now what's your strategy? Within the next 2 to 3 days, you want to set up 2 virtual launch parties immediately, okay? Set the date. Don't wait on it, because procrastination is the assassination of your final destination, okay? So if you procrastinate, oh, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that later, and you'll notice that things will get in the way. You might have to, you might be stuck at your job, or you have you have to go to a doctor's appointment. You're gonna have to do all this stuff anyways. But if you set 2 dates, it's gonna really drive you to start inviting and start working towards these virtual launch parties immediately. So what's a virtual launch party? All it really is you simply using the Zoom system like this, and it's really easy. Just go to zoom.us and create an account. Once you create an account, play around with it, you guys. I know some of us are very foreign to technology. Zoom is probably one of the easiest technologies that you can use. But simply all you have to do is create a Zoom account and get the Zoom link. And all you have to do is just start sending people to that link. When you invite your relationships, your friends, and your family using this link, and you set a date on the day of the virtual launch party, all you have to do is just welcome your friends and your family and your contacts on the Zoom like we're doing right now. And all we do is play the 2-minute commercial and a 7-minute overview. That's all we do. Play the 2-minute commercial and a 7-minute overview. And we're working on right now on getting the languages translated in Spanish right now. That's the next thing we're working on to keep it simple. But we're playing a 2-minute commercial, a 7-minute overview, and then you'd have an expert, probably your upline diamond, will hop on, share his or her story, and we're talking about, guys, 30 minutes on a virtual launch party. That's it. We're not worried about closing anybody. We just want to show these 2 videos, share the story, and then your diamond's going to say, get back with the person who invited you, and honestly let them know if you like it or you don't like it, or maybe you want to refer somebody. Guys, don't worry about the result. Focus on the activity. If you focus on the activity, the results are just going to come. And don't worry about being perfect, okay? I know some of you guys are like, I need to make sure that I do this exactly like I'm supposed to. If you're taking notes, what you lack in skill, you're going to make up in numbers, okay? If you feel like you're not really good at this, don't worry. Just set the date, start inviting, get with your diamond, and they're going to just start helping you invite and kind of make sure that you're moving along. But I get the anxiety because I've been there. But just start inviting to the date that you're going to do. And I promise you, if you just make it up in numbers, you're going to notice that your skill level is going to increase because you're going to get to know the system yourself as you go through it. And start inviting immediately, you guys. So next thing you want to do is make a list. And what I recommend is 100. And I'm just going to tell you what Van and I did. Everybody has Facebook nowadays. And if you don't, get one, right? So what Van and I did is we opened up our Facebook, and we actually just looked at from top to bottom who has not seen Hilo. Who doesn't know Hilo? And we went on Facebook and we started writing their name down. And when we wrote their name down, heck, I'll tell you what we also did. We sent, before we write their name down, I'm just gonna give you guys a quick tip. I sent them I actually sent them a private message on Facebook. And I'm like, hey, how you been? It's been a long time. And I sent them a private message on Facebook. Heck, I even looked for something on their Facebook, and I genuinely found something I liked. If I'm like, oh my gosh, they got a German Shepherd. I love German Shepherds. I would like it, and I make a comment. Hey, cool. I love your new dog. Guys, here's the thing. We're all about relationships here, right? So I just reconnected with all of our old friends on Facebook, and I made sure I wrote their name down on a list. Now, if you're making a list, make a list of 100. And what I also recommend you doing is to make sure that you highlight at least 10 people that you want to put in play right away. So when we have a list of 100, we get overwhelmed. Oh my gosh, I have to call 100 people. I'm freaking out. And I get it. I've been there. You start scratching your head. You get nervous. So look, there's a saying, how do you eat an elephant? One spoonful at a time. I don't know who made that up because I don't ever want to eat an elephant. But my whole point of what I'm trying to say is that you want to start with bite-sized pieces. And so start with 10. Highlight the first 10 people that you feel comfortable that you want to approach first, okay? And you want to get yourself in motion. There's a saying, a body in motion stays in motion, okay? So just get with those 10 people and start exposing them immediately, okay? All right. So now I'm just going to give you guys a couple quick tips, and we're going to have someone else that's going to spend more time on how to invite people. But just a quick tip on inviting. Less is more. The less you say, the more you're going to make. Number 2, get excited, okay? If you're someone that's normally very calm, I recommend you raise it one notch up. If you're like, hey, I'm really excited about this new technology. If that's normally how you are, that's okay. What you want to do is just raise it up a little bit like, hey, Johnny, listen, I'm really excited about what's going on. I'm looking at a new technology. I'm really excited about it. If you're someone that's overly excited, like I'm really excited right now, I'm just so pumped up, don't raise it up too high, because if you raise it too high, they're going to think you're crazy. So just what you want to do is just take it one notch down and be very calm. John, I'm really excited about what's going on around. You know what they're going to say? They're going to say, Frankie, are you okay? Did someone just die? Like, I'm really nervous, right? No, my whole point is like, your whole goal is to create curiosity, okay? When it comes to this business, it's not about selling. It's not about convincing someone why they should take a look at World Global Network or Hilo. It's about really getting them curious to say, wow, I want to learn more about what you're doing. And how do you do that? Just piquing their interest. So for Van and I, believe it or not, you might not believe in this, I'm a very calm person. If I'm not working the business, you know what I'm doing? I'm relaxing. I'm playing with the kids. I'm sitting down. I'm reading a book with them. I'm in a very calm state. But when I'm like in business and I'm hanging out with my friends, I'm really excited. And I'm naturally very pumped up. So I call, if I'm calling my friends out, I'm saying, John, you have no idea. What is it? I just found this new technology. Got to get your feedback on it. I just want to know, have you seen this 2-minute commercial? Let me send it over to you real quick. And that's it. I don't bring up, have you heard of Hilo? Have you heard of World Global Network? Wow, it's a binary compensation plan. It's actually the person who's designing it is Antonio Del Rosa. He's actually the lead designer that was for like the iPhone and also he's now the senior vice president of World right now. Oh, also have you met Antonio's Senatore and blah blah blah. So look, I'm not doing any of that stuff. All I'm saying is, John, I'm really excited about this new technology I just looked at. Love to get your feedback on it. Have you seen this 2-minute commercial? And I just keep it that simple. And for those of you who have really, really good friendships with some people, honestly, and this goes without saying on my age category, right? I'm in my but early 30s. And so what I'm saying, this is what I say. On Facebook, literally, I'm not joking with you. I had a friend named Billy, and this is all I said to him. Bro. ... That's all I said. Bro. ... He's like, what happened? That's all he said. That's all he responded to me. Dude, what happened? I said, you have no idea. And then honestly, I got busy and I forgot to even respond to him. So the whole day, not on purpose, it was an accident. He's like, are you going to tell me what's going on? Is everything all right? Like, what's going on? The whole entire day. Yeah, I said, you have no idea. And then Van was like, you need to take out the trash. I'm like, yeah, babe, I'm going. And then I'm taking out the trash and I forgot. This is exactly a true story, okay? And then at night, I said, oh yeah, I got to respond to Billy. And then he sent me an entire list of like, hey, what happened? Is everything okay? What's new? Tell me. And then I finally said, oh my gosh, I feel bad. I left him like hooked. And then I said, hey, I found this new I found this new technology. Got to get your feedback. Check out this link. And he watched it. Literally, guys, no joke. He was so excited out of his mind. And he said, okay, this is crazy. I want it. I'm in. How do I buy the product? And he bought one for him and his girlfriend. And he didn't even want to do the direct sales side, but he was like, I think I want to market this now. And my whole point of what I'm trying to say is like, your people, right? Your friends. So you want to just be able to approach them the way you do, be normal, but you just want to keep it simple, you guys, right? Next thing is you want to stay plugged in. Visit the calendar daily. It changes, believe it or not, daily, because we're always adding new things or whatnot. But you can go to team-world.biz. There's a calendar that's on there. It's updated. I would actually love to ask that if you do have an event that you run, I'd like to ask it that you let us know, and we'd like to add it to the calendar as well. So that way we can start building more on a global scale, which is great. This is all webinars, webinar events, so it's on there. Also, believe it or not, guys, there's a lot of great content on the blog. So if you go to worldgn.com, there's a blog that's available that, they honestly give you a lot of great up-to-date communications on there. And, you plug into the World Business Opportunity webinars that we have, the presentations that we have trainings that we have, basically first or second Saturday of every month, virtual training. And then we have our Facebook group, Team World. So make sure you stay plugged into that. If you're not part of that, all you have to do is click on team-world.biz. There's a link to that. Add yourself to that. And if not, make sure that your sponsor invites you to that as well. So guys, we're doing everything we possibly can to help you stay connected, plug you into the system to go out there and build this business, okay? All right, guys, here's what I want to do. I want to get myself out of the way, and I want to introduce one of our newest diamonds. Actually, he is someone that, what's cool is Van and I actually, we knew of each other. We've worked together in a former company, but we never really spoke to each other per se, right? And, we probably chatted here and there, but not a lot. And he actually saw an opportunity here and, decided to partner up here at World Global Network. And guys, he's so excited, and he actually brings a lot of value to the table here, to the team, to the company. He has a lot of experience in this industry, and you know what? He'll tell you his story. But very excited to bring up for the first time newest Diamond, Jay Forston, as a new Diamond member to the team. Jay, are you on the line?
I'm here.
Awesome.
Thank you for that gracious introduction, Mr. Twan.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to pass it to you, my friend. Take it away. And again, thank you so much for hopping on. And we'd love to hear your strategies and your training here with the 5-step KISS system.
Okay, great. Well, thanks so much, Twan, for that introduction again. And I appreciate you and Van's leadership, just like everybody else on the webinar today. Appreciates it too. So thanks so much. And great training, great information leading up to this point. So thank you. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday afternoon. And I'm glad everybody, as many people could get on the webinar this afternoon. I'm glad everybody could graciously get on here and listen to the information that Twan has gone over, that Van gave earlier with the business opportunity presentation. And for those of you who can't get on, or I'm getting the texts like, I can't get on. We're only doing these once a month, guys. And, I'm not upset that there's people texting me saying they can't get on. Granted, we all have, mental lapses and errors, and we got a 4-letter word that goes on called life. But if you couldn't get on, or if you're getting those texts right now saying, I can't get on, one of the things I'm going to do today with the system that I'm going to go over, I'm going to keep it real with a lot of you. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Okay? If those people can't get on, tough. It's too bad, and I'm not being mean at all. I have a whole different mindset about this industry, and I have a whole different mindset about this particular business because I have been in the industry off and on 15 years. I was in 2 former companies, Twan and Van, great leaders in the previous company that I was in. And in that company, it was constant training going on, constantly. Constant training going on. And, I was blessed and gracious to have been fortunate to do pretty well at that company. And, looking at this company and seeing how virtual it is and knowing that I haven't had to really leave my home to do a get-together or a meeting or a hotel room or any of that stuff, which we've all done. Some of you know what I'm talking about. To know that there's only one training a month right now, what we're doing based upon what all of us know, you got to be prepared. You have to be prepared. You have to get in the game because you don't know when somebody's going to call you up. You don't know when it's going to be your time. So, it might just be that one thing that you miss that you're not able to get on the training. So you might miss it. That being said, now that I'm done venting, it's going to be recorded anyway. So, all right, guys. But, look, I'm just going to keep it really simple with you guys. I'm going to go through this system. I was gracious enough to be able to train with you guys and allow you guys to let me into your homes today. But I'm going to keep it real too, okay? Because I don't like to sugarcoat things. And I don't like to be that person who says it's okay all the time. I did that in my previous company. Here, I'm not going to do that. And the one thing I'm going to say before we start getting into this right away, I'm going to tell everybody right now, a lot of you are trying to get people in. If I can only do this one person, this one guy, or this one lady, she's going to bring it. She's a rainmaker. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. They're not going to do anything, okay? Stop focusing on that one individual. This is way bigger than any one person. This whole world global network is bigger than any one person. Trust me when I tell you that. I just got back from Miami with Twan and Van and many other leaders. Sat in a boardroom meeting for 4 or 5 hours with Mr. Galdi and his lieutenants. The gentleman that Twan was talking about, JP and Mr. De La Rosa, and just some people that were very sharp individuals. And we learned so much in that 4 to 5 hour period that I still can't even believe I was there. Like, I'm pinching myself. Some of you might still feel that way, but I'm pinching myself because I don't even believe I was there. And it's humbling to know what we're all a part of here. And I'm trying to paint the picture, and I'm trying to give you guys the belief and the vision like Twan just spoke about. If you don't have vision, then you're not going to do well here. I'm just going to tell you flat out. If you don't have belief, then you're not going to do well here. You know what? You want to wait until everything's perfect. And I'm sorry, Twan, I have to say this before, because if I don't say it now, I'm going to forget it when we get into this. But if you don't have the vision and you don't have the belief, if you want to wait till everything's hunky-dory, go ahead, sit on the sideline or don't join. Wait until everything's hunky-dory and everything's perfect. You want to get in March and April when the momentum's about to seriously crack, then fine, do that. If the website being down, if that's hurting you, if that's breaking you right now, if you're like, oh, I can't do it. Oh, this company's got to get it together. You know what? Maybe you need to get it together, get a hold of yourself and sit on the sideline and just watch. Maybe that's what needs to happen. Look, I've been trained by some of the best people in this industry. And I feel like a lot of you on this call have been trained by some of the best people in this industry. And a lot of them went through a lot of ups and downs. But most of them, the really great ones, they didn't even have a webinar. They didn't have a system. They didn't have computers. Back in the day, they had paper applications and you had to mail them in and make sure that everything was filled out properly. There was no technology the way we have it now. This company right now is all about technology. So use the system, use the tools. Don't act like that you can't do things just because the website's not together. There's a paper application. Low tech rules sometimes, okay? And sometimes you have to go low tech in order to get to high tech. So fill out those applications, get everybody involved. That's how you do it, you know? Chad Chong, one of the things that he said on this webinar 3 weeks ago, I make everybody that jumps on my team, I make everybody watch this webinar because Chad paints the picture so perfectly. And one of the lines he says is, the bigger the challenge, the bigger the check. So if you want a small check, then guess what? You're not ready for the challenge. So remember that. Everybody write that down. The bigger the challenge, the bigger the check. Every day when I get up and I'm dealing with people, that's what goes through my head. The bigger the challenge, the bigger the check. Stop wasting your time on one person. They're probably not going to do anything anyway. All right? One more last thing, and then I'm done, and we're going right into this. Because Twan's probably like, oh my gosh, Jay, I've never heard him talk like that before. But the last thing is, we're not getting anybody in here, guys. This isn't the business. This is not the business that you get anybody in. This is the business that you will let someone in on, okay? That being said, Twan, let's get to the next slide. 5 steps, KISS system. KISS stands for keep it simple, silly. You know, some people say, oh, I know what the KISS systems means. It means keep it simple, stupid. I'm not going to say stupid. There's no stupid people on here today at all. Nobody on here is stupid. But I want everybody to say, keep it simple, silly system. 5 steps. Approach, invitation. So this is probably the key component of everybody's entire success right here, your approach. 90% of what comes out of your mouth is going to make you successful in this business from jump. If you come off half-cocked, you know what I mean? You know what half-cocked is? You know, I don't know for you gun enthusiasts that are out there. You know, I used to be a big gun enthusiast. You know, I used to go to the range and shoot all the time. Half-cocked means that, yeah, there are bullets in the chamber, but you haven't loaded the gun. Meaning the bullets in the clip, but you haven't loaded the gun. There's no bullet in the chamber. Okay, that's half-cocked. All right. Some of you guys are coming off like, oh, well, it's this thing that I'm in. If you come at me and say, this is this thing that I'm in, that doesn't really make any sense. Either you're in or you're out. And if you're not really in, then why are you even telling me about it? You have to be full force with this at all times. And then you wonder sometimes why the person's not joining. Your approach, your invite, 90% what comes out of your mouth in the very beginning or whatever it is you're typing to them is going to determine your success and whether or not that person is going to enroll. Whether it's that day or 30 days later, it all plays the same role. So this is what I'm going to talk about here. The approach. Whenever I approach somebody, I hit them with the, hey, how are you? I want to get in rapport immediately. Hey, how are you? What's been going on, man? Or what's been going on? Maria, how you been? Oh, things are great. How are you, John? Oh, things are awesome. How's the family? Everybody's good. I know it's been a while since we talked, but I would be honored if you would watch something that I could share with you. Great. What is it? You have no idea. When you watch this, it's going to blow your socks off. Okay. It's less than 10 minutes. It's 9 minutes. 2 separate clips. When can you watch it and when can you get back to me? Matter of fact, can you get back to me after you're done watching it? Because I'd like to know what you like best about it. I hope you guys are writing this down. The key words there were, what did you like best about it? Not what did you think or how did you like what you hear? What did you like best about it? Okay, and some of you have heard this a zillion times, but you don't do it. So you have to be able to really get that approach down perfectly, all right? It's just like a pilot flying an airplane. When he's on approach, he's making sure that the plane is lined up, picture perfect with the runway in order for him to land that plane safely. Well, if you're not landing your own plane safely and you're coming off half-cocked with the invitation or the approach, how are you supposed to land your own plane? How are you supposed to get anybody's interest piqued? How are you supposed to get anybody ready to roll? If your invite's messed up in the beginning, your outcome's going to be toe up in the end. It's not even a word, but that's what I'm using, toe up, okay? But that approach has to be hardcore. You have to put some emphasis behind what you're saying, okay? You have to be emphatic when you're talking about this, all right? Second, third-party tool, presentation. What are you using to present? What is it you're showing people, okay? How are you making this happen? Are you the one being the third party, or are you letting letting the system do the work? See, that's key also, guys. Once you've hooked them, so to speak, and you've got their attention and they're like, okay, I'm going to watch the videos. I'm going to watch those videos. That 2-minute video and that 7-minute video is huge. I mean, literally, sometimes I don't even show the 2-minute video. I mean, the 7-minute video. The 2-minute video gets people interested. And I've had people tell me right away after watching the 2-minute video, hey, you don't have to show me anymore. Jay, I know you. I trust you. That's the rapport right there. Jay, I know you. I trust you. I know this is good. Watching that 2-minute video, that's great. I'm ready to roll. I haven't even shown the 7-minute video to 90% of the people that I've enrolled in the past 6 weeks. Crazy. I've never seen anything like this before. But then again, there's no other device in the marketplace like this either. So I'm really not getting unexpected results. Like I said, there's no other device out here in the marketplace. So that third-party tool, don't let it be your mouth. If you're going to show anything, or if you're going to say anything, use hand signals, use your email, point, direct, do whatever it is you need to do to get somebody to watch the third-party tool. One of the great third-party tools, the presentation afterwards when somebody says they want to see more info, okay, great. Toshiba, AppLight, PR Newswire, look it up. Email somebody that link. It talks about how Toshiba, AppLight, their processor, they have a device that's in our unit that helps give its accuracy to the EKG and the blood pressure monitoring, okay? That's huge. Toshiba's a $50 billion company, okay? And I know some of you probably don't even use that article, but I use it every single time. That backs me up. That gives me that confidence to know that a $50 billion company has partnered up with us, and there's a press release about it, and it's not a year old. The press release was September 13th, so it's been in the last quarter. So that's great stuff there. Some of you can use some other videos that are out there that are on the web. The 2-minute video and the 7-minute video are the best ones. But there's some other footage out there that some people might use. I mean, for the Latin market, I know there's a couple videos out there that are in Spanish. Some people can use those too. But one of the cool things about the third-party tool is that I don't spend a lot of time doing sit-downs and things of that nature, but if you are going to do one, this is a third-party tool. Do an EKG demonstration. Do a blood pressure demonstration. Check your mood. Check your fatigue. Show somebody your sleep pattern. Those are all great third-party tools, but what I'm saying is don't do all the talking. Some people have to master 2 words. Shut up. Keep it simple. Like Talyalave says, keep it simple, always keep it real. Don't overpromise. You don't have to do that here. If anything, you're going to underpromise and over-deliver hardcore, because what we have, like I said, nobody else has it. So spend time honing your craft before you get ready to go into battle. Spend time honing your craft before you go into battle. I know it's hard for some of you because you're excited because you see all the ranks that people are hitting, and you look on the Team World page and people are jumping in the system and people are enrolling. I mean, I just remember Van and Twan, if you guys are listening, I just remember 4 or 5 weeks ago when that Team World page only had like 15 members, 20 members. I looked this morning, I think there was 580 or 590 members. I mean, this is getting insane. It's going to get crazy. But this is just the very beginning, folks. Just the very beginning. We haven't even scratched the scratch. There is no surface right now. All right. So I can't even say we scratched the surface. We haven't scratched the surface because there is no surface. There's nothing to scratch at right now. That's how new this is. So keep it simple, keep it real. Don't overpromise. Use the third-party tool. Just use it, okay? Number 3, Twan. Okay, 3-way expert. I'm going to get really hardcore, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because this is the most simplest part of the business. Okay. The other two, one and two, are very simple, but you got to feel out sometimes your prospect a little bit. So sometimes you're not going to use the direct standard approach of maybe getting that rapport down first. This could be somebody who's really close to you, could be your best friend, somebody you grew up in the sandbox with, neighborhood friends of yours that you played in the same treehouse together. This could be those people. So, sometimes your approach is going to be different, but you're going to be the one that has to feel that out for number one. Okay. Number two, third-party tool. Like I said, 2-minute video, 7-minute video. Now, after you followed up with them, or they've called you back, or you called them back after they've watched the presentation, the next thing you want to do, already mentally, you got to be prepared to go into 3-way call mode. So what does that mean? It goes back to proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Call 1 or 2 or 3 uplines before you get ready to get into it with somebody that you want to be in control of the whole process. So make sure you make a couple calls out, and don't call 2 or 3 hours in advance of the upline and say, hey, I need this going on right now. Give about an hour or less. Say, hey, look, I've got this prospect that's going to be available probably around 1 o'clock. If it's noon and it's going to be 1 o'clock, between 12 and 12:15, hit your upline up and see if they're available. And if they don't respond back, that basically means they're going to be on the call with somebody else. So, or they're tied up. Whatever the case may be, just give them enough time to prepare to know a little bit about the person. So the 3-way call should go like this. Hey, are you busy right now? I know you just watched this presentation. No, I got a few minutes. Great. Look, I told my business partner about you already. Always say business partner. Don't use upline or downline. Don't say that. Just use business partner. I told my business partner about you. She knows all the facts. Right now, they're leading the charge with this device that you just saw in this country and 195 other countries. And they're helping me to build my business the same way they are. I told them about you a little bit already. Let me see if I can get them on the phone. I hope some of you are writing this down. Let me see if I can get them on the phone because they're extremely busy. You have to edify your 3-way call expert. You have to edify them. And there's a method behind the madness. There's a science to it, but you have to edify them. And these are the reasons why you have to edify them. Plain and simple. Your prospect has no idea who that third-party person's going to be that you're getting ready to get on the call. So, number one, they just might not respect that person because they don't know them. They might not be listening because they don't understand the importance of this call and how it can be changed from somebody going from 0 belief, even after they watched the presentation, from the 3-way expert getting in and taking them to 50 to 100% belief. But part of that process, you as the new person trying to introduce that prospect, you've got to make sure that this person has a heartbeat. You know what I mean? This person can be excited about something. We can get this person going. You've got to make sure that, those are only things that you're going to be able to feel out before you get a Van or Twan on the phone. Well, when I do a 3-way call, when I'm introducing Van, guys, I let everybody know, yeah, she might be 5'1", but she packs a punch like Evander Holyfield. So you better sit back, relax, listen to what she has to say because she is not playing. And Van knows, for those of you who know Van, she does not play, okay? When she gets on the phone, she wants to know information first about that person very briefly, and then she's like, okay, Jay, let's do it. Let's get it going. And boom, when she gets on the phone with somebody that does a 3-way call for me, you best believe I better have all my I's dotted and T's crossed because she doesn't have the time to BS around. She's got a zillion other people to talk to. So make sure that you've got everything in order before you make the call out to your upline. Now, the cool thing is that when you are making your expert sound like they walk on water and glow in the dark, and say that they're busy. You want to say that they're busy because the fact of the matter is, if you get a busy signal or you can't get them on the phone, you've set up the call for your prospect to say, yeah, well, look, I told you they were really busy. I wasn't able to get a hold of them. But the flip side is, this is where you over-deliver. This is where you under-promise and over-deliver. The flip side is that you already said they were busy. So like I said, if you can't get them on the phone, that alleviates that, but you make sure that you reschedule a time where you can make that call happen. Most people don't even go through the reschedule process. But if you do get them on the phone, which if it's properly set up, you will anyway, your prospect now is like, whoa, you know what? They said Van was busy. They said this girl, she's rocking the business. But she picked up the phone for Jay. So Jay must be important here. So maybe I need to listen to hear what's going on here. You see the mindset. You see the method behind the madness there. You see that science. Okay. I hope you guys got that and understood that. My delivery may have been a little garbled there. But in the end, that's all that matters is the results that you guys are getting. So that's what I'm trying to say here. Make sure that your three-way call is tight. Don't get somebody on the phone and say, hey, listen, I want to introduce you to such and such. They're on the other line. Hold on one second. That's a bad call right from jump. That's a bad call. That's never going to get you the outcomes. Now, because we have the Helo device and it's new, some of you might get lucky in the beginning doing that, but you'll never make it to the finish line in the end. You want to make $100,000 a year in this business right now? You want a big check? That's not really a challenge to put together a proper three-way call. But for some of you, it might be, and that's okay. You just got to get good at it. Got to get a little bit better at it. Got to practice more at it. So that's what goes back to Chad Chong's line. The bigger the challenge, the bigger the check. If you can do everything else, but your three-way call is bad, get over that hurdle, master it, challenge yourself to make sure that when you get your upline on the phone, your three-way call skills are going to be tight. You know, make sure that happens. So that process and that flow, if you have a team of 10 people, or if you have a team of 5 people, if you even have a team of 3 people, and everybody's doing a three-way call properly, oh my goodness. Talk about exponential growth. Your team can grow to 100 people in 30 days. Your team can get to 500 people in 4 months. It's already happening for some of us, me included. So it's just, look, validate the three-way call. Make sure you make your upline look like they walk on water and glow in the dark. You know, you don't have to improvise, but you guys know what I'm getting at. But make sure you always end it with, they're really busy. Let me see if I can get them. That really helps you. So I'm not going to spend any more time on that. You know, for those of you who need a little bit more help in that department, get with your respective uplines, and I'm sure they'll be able to piggyback off what I'm saying, and they might be able to, you know, introduce a little bit more thought on there. So let's get to number 4. Live webinar or event. So this is cool. We're doing webinars Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays, 7 p.m., 9 p.m., and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, that's where we're doing right now. You have to keep checking the Team World Facebook page daily because it does change. Sometimes we introduce some more webinars depending on, you know, what's going on or depending on what happened that day. If we had a lot of new people join that day, and sometimes we don't want to wait a few days until the next webinar, which appears on a Sunday. So keep checking the Team World Facebook page daily. For those of you who do not check it, start checking it daily. I mean, I check it at least 3, 4, 5 times a day just to make sure I don't miss out on anything. And that's why a lot of people aren't able to get on this call right now because they didn't check it. I tagged them on it yesterday, and they didn't check their Facebook page at all, let alone the Team World page to see that there was a flyer out. And right now, a lot of the uplines and a lot of the people that are running around, they're not spiders. They don't have 10 hands. So they are busy doing a lot of things behind the scenes in order to make this thing run smoothly for everyone. So not everybody's going to get the message. So you got to keep checking that. But the three-way expert validation, that is going to tie that person. Your expert is going to not only get that prospect prepared on a time frame on when they're going to join, they're also going to say, hey, take it for a test drive. we're having a live webinar tonight at 7 p.m., 9 p.m., or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Which one of these can you make it on? That's what the upline's going to do when they close out the call. They're going to find out what's the next step that we can get this person to show them something to validate what it is we're doing here. So that's the next step, live webinar or event. And we confirm with the prospect on when. If they say, well, I can't do it tonight. Okay, great. Well, we have Monday night. Can you do it 7 p.m., 9 p.m., 11 p.m.? Can't do it Monday night either. Okay. Tuesday night, 7 p.m., 9 p.m., 11 p.m. Eastern. Can you get on that? I can do Tuesday night at 11 p.m. I can do that. Okay, great. Confirm. Okay. That confirmation is done. Once we have that, then we know we have a schedule with a prospect on the books ready to go. All right. Now, guess what? That person says, hey, guess what? Van, I'm ready to go. This is awesome. Or Teresa, I'm ready to go. This is awesome. You know what? Your upline, she painted the picture so well that I have 5 other friends that are ready to go. I know I can get this in front of them and they will all join because they've all done something, or they're all busy, or they're all housewives, or they're all stay-at-home dads, or they're all busy people, but they like to get involved with the next greatest thing when it comes to devices, you know? So I want to share this with those 5. How do I get them to see what's going on? Well, guess what? If it's a 7 p.m. webinar, then you can get those 5 people to the 9 p.m. webinar. And if it's a 9 p.m. webinar, then you have those 5 people on. You can get those 5 prospects to get their 5 prospects to the 11 p.m. one. Now, it doesn't happen like that all the time, but that's the thought that you have to have. You can't go into, and this goes back to what I was saying in the very beginning about stop concentrating on that one person, okay? Start thinking about 5 or 10 or 15 people that you can get on the webinar at 7 p.m. or 8 or 9 p.m., okay? Let's say you get a third of those. 15 people, you get 5 people on, okay? Those 5, get them on at the 9 p.m. Those 5 say, hey, look, do you have more people that want to see this? Yeah, get them on. That's how people build a downline. People are saying, how do you get your organization to 100 people in 2 weeks? Doing it that way. Instead of thinking about that one person and getting them to that one event, start thinking outside the box and start thinking larger. This is technology. This is, I want everybody to write this down. This is high speed, low drag, okay? High speed, low drag. We are moving like a rocket ship here. So you don't want any drag on your business. You want high speed. So if you want high speed in your business, you got to think outside the box with bigger numbers so you can get bigger results quickly, okay? This isn't about, oh, if you just stay here for 5 years and you just continue to build and build these parties in people's homes and all. No. Nah, been there, done that. That's a long story. And guess what? You'll probably never make it that way. Here, with this device, you are going to be promoting something that is high speed. So you want it to duplicate fast. So by using this system, you will get your business to duplicate fast. There's only one variable. That's your mouth. You have to say less. Like Tuan was just saying, less equals more. And I know it's hard because it's an exciting product and it's an exciting company and it's exciting times and you want to go out here and tell the world about it. But you got to control that excitement and you got to hone it down into one direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. KISS system. Now, I know a lot of people, when I first got involved and this KISS system was out, I emailed it, I texted it, I threw it, I did whatever I could to get people to see it, but I didn't have any emphasis behind it. All I would say is you got to go through this system. And guess what? I'd say 90% of the people didn't follow it. And it's because they were never given the emphasis like I'm giving it now on this training. And that's why it was very important to be on this today. So people are still texting me right now saying they can't get on. I'm sorry. It'll be recorded. We'll figure out the link and get it to you later. But, you know, right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 is the key element, training duplication. You got to get everybody back to 1 and have them start going to 5. Get everybody back to 1, have them start going all the way to 5. And that's how the system works. It grows and grows and grows, and it waits for no one. It waits for no one. I'm going to tell you guys a story. These people know who they are. Last Friday, I had a lot going on. I was thinking about this one person, and really cool, very genuine people. Love these guys. And I was thinking about one of them, and literally, I just got sidetracked. I had a lot going on, a lot of calls to make, a lot of three-way calls I was doing. I did a couple Zooms. And so I just mental lapsed and I didn't call them. And Saturday, if you guys haven't been in the Team World page, Van posted just a little bit of income that they made, just a little bit. She posted a little bit of it. I'm not going to mention what the name of the company was because you know why we're all here, and I'm not going to make any income claims. But she posted a little bit of her income, posted a little bit of money. And that person saw it on Facebook, and they called her, and they signed up. That's my fault. It's my fault. And guess what? That person, he knows this system to a T. I wouldn't even have to tell him this. He already knows it down cold. That person is going to blow it out. So sometimes you're going to get lucky and you're going to get the person who already knows the system, and they're not going to open their mouth and they're going to follow the system to a T. So that just the moral of that story is don't leave anybody behind. Don't discount anyone. Okay. But if you're looking for that one person and you've really got to get to that one person, guess what? Your vision's not big enough. You got to believe here that your vision's not big enough if you're only thinking about that one person, okay? All right, so let's get to the next step. All right, 557 system. All right, this is a system that Chad and Natita created. I want to say Nat and Chanita go by this as well. For those of you who do not know them, Nat and Chanita are the master distributors of World. And Nat and Chanita are the master distributors, and Chad and Natita are the #1 income earners in the entire U.S., okay? And they use this system called the 557 system, okay? I'm going to go through this quickly. You guys should be writing this down or screenshotting it for yourselves because.
Hey, Jay, real quick, read your read your chat for a second.
Oh, sure. Gotcha. Oh, perfect. I was right on time then, huh? So, listen, I want to introduce some people on the call. They're on the call listening right now. And Twan, that was perfect timing. And look, I learned a lot from them through cyberspace. I never really got a chance to talk to them on the phone, maybe once or twice, but I got a chance to meet them in person on Wednesday. These are probably the most gracious, humble, servant leaders I've ever met in this entire industry. They have a background and they are experts in knowing how to build entire organizations worldwide. They are so humble. Their time is so limited, but they're actually on the call right now. And I want to welcome them to the call. And for those of you who've never seen them before or only seen pictures of them, they walk on water and glow in the dark. No joke, okay? Chad's got these white loafers that I saw the other day. I looked down and I was like, damn, that looks like money. You know what I mean? So, anyway, and Natita, she's so gracious, guys. These are the most humble people I've ever met in this industry, and they're willing to give us their time right now. So, I want to welcome to the floor presidential millionaires, Chad and Natita Strong from Los Angeles, California.
Yay. Hey, guys, can you hear me? Thumbs up if you guys can hear me.
Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Thumbs up. One thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, and we're getting more and more.
Perfect.
We're excited to say hello to everyone here in Los Angeles, California. We knew you're going to have a big meeting on today, and we wanted to pop in to say hello. And
so right now we're actually at a physical belly-to-belly meeting. We're like, oh my God, what is that, right? That's the cool part about what we're doing. Yeah, exactly. Double president millionaires. It's crazy. It's like the rank advances are just going like through the roof, and we can't even express how shocked we are at the growth of this. And I think even when Jay was talking about like how humble and how everything, like all the leadership is, and it's because we're not talented, you know, we're just your typical couple, you know, who just want more in life. And I think that's what excites us the most, is that every single one of you who are on this call right now, like I could look at you guys in the face and say, you can do this too, hands down. And it's because it's, you know, like how J-Lo is, like she says, Jenny from the block, like we feel the same way. Like that's who we are. Like we're literally just your normal people who just want more in life. And the cool part is that we're not just with another company, we're with a movement. And that's what I want you guys to grab hold of, because this is bigger than me and Chad. This is bigger than Twan and Van, bigger than Jay, bigger than all of us combined, bigger than you. You know, we're finally with something that is so big that if you guys just ride the wave, like it's phenomenal. And I want to share with you guys the vision of everything, because at the end of the day, like I kid you not, okay, when myself and Chad, okay, first off, you have to think about all the success that is happening in the U.S. Like we have, we have a new president millionaire, in total 7 presidents and beyond, okay? And a president, just a president, we're not even talking about double president or grand president. A president brings in $750,000 US dollars in revenue in 7 days. We, wow. At one time, we had 7 of them with 6 undercover. Like how cray is that? Like that shows you how phenomenal like this business is. And if you guys only knew all the undercover people that we have on board just within the last 3 days, you guys are going to be shocked. That's why I'm telling you, if you guys are listening to this, sometimes I even feel like we should just get off this training and just go sponsor like crazy right now, because the U.S. market is going to be taken over. If it's not by you, it is going to be by someone else, because it is the new buzz of the town. It is something that is so sexy, something that is so new, something that is so fresh, something that people have been waiting for. You know, this industry has always, you know, I love this industry because it gives people hope. Like they want something completely new in their lives. You know, they're sick and tired of being sick and tired at work, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I love that for this industry. However, with that being said, this industry has gone through a lot. And sometimes, you know, leaders have had a hard time standing on stage and saying, you know what, I know your dreams can change, knowing that the company that they're with can't necessarily offer that, or they're standing on stage sharing this lifestyle knowing that they themselves are broke. Okay, here with Whirl, like I kid you not, it is so shocking the amount of success stories, income stories that we are having here, lives being changed, you know, people previously driving Ubers and just scrumming for money just to pay for their kids' private school fees, and now suddenly making $100,000 by their second month. Like wow. Who does that? Like that's crazy. For myself and Chad, out of nowhere, jumping up to number 37 now. By the end of this month, I think we're going to be top 20 of the entire world out of 100 million people in this entire profession. Like, what? You kidding me? Like, we're not even anything. Like, we're just your typical Asian people. You know, like, you're just your Asian people. That's it. Who just want more, you know, who are just into this American dream, you know? And so to know, like, if we can do this, I can look at every single one of you and say, y'all better hurry up, because this is the next biggest thing. Every industry giant is going to come here, and I want you to be able to grab hold of it before everyone else does.
Guys, and you know what? It's crazy. Every time I sit back, I pinch myself. I'm thinking to myself, imagine when Steve Jobs came out with the iPhone and went through network marketing. So this is something even more dynamic, bigger than that. You know, it's an industry change. It's a change in technology. And I had one question this morning from a gentleman saying, is this for real? And I said, absolutely. Do you think a $50 billion company like Toshiba, do you think a Toshiba that is 140 years old would go back up this product, the Hilo, go back up this company, World Global Network, at CES next month? Exactly. CES got millions and millions of viewers. And Toshiba itself is going to showcase our Hilo to the world. So someone says to me, exactly how does it work? I said, you know what? I'm not here to analyze or paralyze. All I say is I don't know how it works. All I know is a $50 billion company loves this product and is announcing it to the world and announcing it to the consumer market. If you've been in this industry before, guys, our products are not the consumer market. I'm telling you, really, juices, creams, whatever you see in network marketing, generally it's not for the consumer market. Why? Because it's the price point and the competition. Here, we kill the price point, we kill the competition, and it's through amazing industry called direct sales and network marketing. The people around you guys, they want this. I guarantee you, the people around you want this product. If they don't get it from you, they're gonna get it from someone else. They want this product, and I'm telling you, it is going like crazy. Everyone walking around here looking at us like, what is these guys?
You guys want to see something? So we're here at a meeting at the Grow.
Okay, look, Gingerbread Man.
Gingerbread Man.
Hi. Say hi to Ginger.
Hi.
Yes, a house party. So we got the Gingerbread Man. He probably wants a hero too, right? I'm so excited for all of you guys.
Like, this is so cool. Like, myself and Chad, we would never think that you would ever, what's it called? Swap. Nothing would ever replace belly-to-belly meetings. I believe in meeting with people face-to-face, building that trust and relationship. However, with that being said, because we're a technology-driven world, because we have Zoom and all that stuff, ability for us to make $173,000 for the week in a 7-day period. And we've only done 4 belly-to-belly presentations in the last 2 months.
We do a lot of LCD to LCD presentations.
It's crazy. Like, this is the first time where your home-based business truly is home-based. And that's why I'm so excited, because of this product right here that has really allowed us to mobilize and grow this business just like this. And that's what I want you to grab hold of as well, is that yes, nothing will replace this belly-to-belly, but at the same time, we're able to grow this and make it explode, because it's a product where you don't have to taste, you don't have to trial, you don't have none of that. And that's why we're able to grow like this fast.
So one tip I want to give you guys before we go is, guys, whoever you know who's in this industry, no matter how big a leader they are, you got to talk to them. Absolutely. Last night, we launched our leader in Canada. She's 15 years experience, big diamonds, a lot of leadership. Guess what she did? She saw the vision. She resigned from what she was doing, came on board, and went to all the heavy hitters. The one thing that she said to us, guys, and this is one thing I find in this industry, the more successful the person has been in the industry, the easier it is to coach and train. I'm telling you. Last night she said, Chad, I don't care what I've done in this industry because I want to know what she's done. She said to me, you just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And she launched her first webinar last night. She did about 40,000 SB last night in her first presentation. And she said, Chad, I don't want to think. You keep on telling me what to do, because in my last 15 years, I had to think. Now I have a strong leader. You tell me what to do, I do it, and she's listening. So guys, go to the top. I had another person that came aboard from Scandinavia. He came on board. He's a mid-level leader. He went up to the #1 earner in that company and said, look, I'm doing this. And the #1 earner in the company looked at him and goes, okay, I'm in. Yeah. So you have a mid-level guy just go up to the top, and the top goes, I see it, I'm in. So use that leverage. Twan and Van and Jay, we're all strong leaders here. We are here to help you. Just go to the top, whoever you know, because if you don't tell them about it, someone else is going to tell them about it.
100%. I'm telling you, if I could only tell you who's undercover with World right now, it's going to blow your mind. Like, kaboom. How? Like crazy.
My mind is blowing.
Like, seriously, if you guys only knew. Like, I wish I could tell you, but I can't. But you guys will be hearing from like Business for Home within the next few months. I promise you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to grab hold of this vision. Like, completely grab hold of this vision and just go all out.
And we want you to be Business for Home, guys. No, like, you can be on Business for Home
There's no point of half-assing this. Okay, to be like frank, like no point, because this is going to take over the world. You just like go in it full steam. Like that's what I would say. For myself and Chad, like obviously we were in like. When we first started this, we were like, oh, should we? We were stable in our other company. I was so afraid to lose that check, et cetera, et cetera. We have kids, to pay for their school, to pay for mortgage, et cetera. We have bills. But when you grab hold of the vision, it's like you're holding on to $1 because you don't want it to go away. You're holding on so tight. I can't even take that $1 out of your hand. Can't even pull even a corner of it. But because you're holding so tight to that $1, I can't put a $500 bill into your hand. So it's that same concept. So we decided to just go full steam, and our lives has completely changed. I promise you, if there's one company for you to go all out in and just to go full steam, it is hands down World. If top leadership are seeing it, like I'm not even talking about top leaders, that like leaders where you're going to be shocked that they're in World, like you better hurry and do this fast. So Dubai is happening. The last day to qualify for Dubai is on December 27th. So I want you guys to work your butts off to get there, because I promise you that once you go to Dubai, your belief is going to be on a whole new level, which is going to increase your business and your check. I promise you that. Not only that, the people that you're going to get a mastermind with, like, it's going to be phenomenal, and you're going to be able to, let's see, look at this. I love it. Hello. Yeah, but anyways, for you to be able to go to Dubai, get the vision, and to mastermind with all the top leadership, and to be able to take photos and pictures and put that onto your social media. Yep. I promise you that the videos and the photos that you're going to take in Dubai and the lifestyle that you're going to experience is going to boost your business to a whole new level.
So finally, guys, the last thing I want to share with you is on January 6 and 7, yes, it most likely be in Vegas. Most likely, we have to confirm. Everyone, I don't care where you are, it was important for you. January 6 and 7, you have to dedicate to this. It's going to be a 2-day event, 1-day training, 1-day opportunity, and more training to meet Nat and Chanita, global master distributors.
The first day is going to be for diamonds and above.
Okay, the first day is going to be for diamonds and up, and the second day is for everybody else. Make sure you get there. It's either going to be LA, most likely it's going to be Vegas. We're trying to find out exactly the location and post it out to everyone. So whatever the case is, January 6 and 7, make yourself available. And then the week after, we head off to Dubai. Make sure that's on your calendar. If you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can't, you won't. So believe bigger, believe faster, and we'll see you at the top. Why? Because the bottom surely sucks.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, you guys. We really do appreciate you guys taking a moment and sharing your time with us. We're very excited to see where the future is going, and having you guys as the leadership to be able to guide us. We're very, very thankful. So thank you so much, guys. I know you guys are really, really busy, so again, thank you so, so much. And we really appreciate it.
And listen to the 557, because that's what brought us to the top. Okay, so listen to what Jay, Antoine, and Matt have to say. And we will schedule another time to do a proper full blast training with you guys as well. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chad. Thanks, Natita.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Jay.
Okay, great. Oh no, I lost my screen there. One.
I'll take care of that.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So we're back onto the 557 system. All right, and like I said, when this slide first came up a few minutes ago, before Chad and Tito were able to get on and say hello and really paint that vision there, this is their system. This is what they do. And you guys just heard a lot of big numbers, and those numbers are real. They're attainable. Everybody can get there. But you've got to dig in now to this 557 system, and that's why they're able to produce those numbers in droves. A big reason is, number one, focus on executive pack, okay? Focus on executive pack. It goes back to the bigger the challenge, the bigger the check, okay? And the loyalty membership, I mean, Natita's father talked to us in a boardroom on Wednesday when we were in Miami at World Headquarters. He didn't even talk about executive packs. He didn't even talk about the compensation plan. He didn't talk about the direct sale money that we make on the commissions when we sell the individual helo or when we sell the executive pack. He didn't even talk about any of that stuff. He just focused on providing us vision and belief just on the loyalty membership alone. If you understood the numbers and how he compressed them and painted the picture and gave us the vision and belief, just talking about the loyalty membership, the amount of income that can be generated here, and I'm not talking about generated in a year's time or even 6 months' time. I'm talking about income that can be generated within 90 to 120 days, okay? Lifetime money, money that you would never see ever. And I'm not even talking about the product. We're just talking about the loyalty membership. I mean, if you heard these numbers, it's insane. That's for another time. But let's just keep it real. Focus on executive packs. I know not everybody can do it. I know it's Christmas time, especially now. People have money allocated in different directions, including myself. But the vision was that's where you need to go. If you can't come in at executive yourself personally, that's okay. Get the individual helo and mindset yourself to focus on everything executive pack. The bigger the challenge, the bigger the check. I'm going to keep telling everybody to write that down, because every morning when I get up, no matter what's going on, I remember the bigger the challenge, the bigger the check. Just focus. Focus on executive packs. You can always go back and upgrade yourself. All right. Become a team builder immediately. Guys, there's people out there who've been in for a month and they haven't become a team builder yet. You got to believe. And you know why they're not team builders? Because they don't have the belief. They don't have that vision yet. You guys, become a team builder immediately. Bring in one person on your right. Bring one person in on your left. That's it. If your focus, if your placement is on automatic, your one person's going to go to your team leg. Your second person's going to go to your personal leg. So it could be left or right. Just remember, first person goes to the team leg. That's one person. Second person goes to your personal leg. That's your second person. You're a team builder. Just like that. Boom. All right. Now, if the first person you bring in that goes to the team leg is an executive pack, that's 500 plus the loyalty membership. If they get that, that's 550. If they go on the left side, the second person, or their personal leg, that's another 550. At that point, boom, you're locked in at 20% and you never fall back from that percentage. That's huge, guys. But some people have been in this a month and they're not a team builder yet. You know, excluding family emergencies, short of a typhoon hitting us and wiping us all out, there's no reason why anybody shouldn't be a team builder here. If you're not a team builder and you signed up in the last 48 hours, you need to get to work. I'm serious. I'm saying 48 hours, I'm not playing, guys. I am not playing today. I'm on a whole nother level today. Let me just tell you, I am not playing. If you're not a team builder yet, that's because you're focusing on onesie, twosies. You need to start focusing on 20 to 30, 40 to 50, 60 to 70. And don't get overwhelmed. Classify 10. Keep 10 in play. Get your 10 easiest, get your 10 hardest, put them together, watch what happens. You'll be past team builder. You'll be a team developer overnight if you do that. So focus on becoming a team builder immediately, guys. Number 3, just like I said, become a team developer immediately. How do you do that? Okay, well, that one person you brought in on your team leg and that second person you brought in on your personal leg, help those two get 2. All right? Help those two get 2. You help those 2 personally that you brought in get 2, you're a team developer. That's it. But you got to have personally 450 sales volume personally from you on one side and 450 in sales volume personally from you on the other side. So you guys know what I'm talking about? You can't become a team developer if you personally don't have volume that's over 450 points on both sides. Doesn't happen. So that's why this goes back to step 1, focus on executive packs with the loyalty membership. You'll never have to worry about that. Add 4 more members to the team leg and the personal leg. So what does that mean? Guys, you have a left team and you have a right team, okay? That means put 4 individuals on one side, 4 individuals on the other side, okay? 4 individuals on one side, 4 individuals on the other side. Now, I know some of you are going to start off and rocket ship this out in the beginning, and they're going to go crazy on their personal leg. Don't forget about the team leg, okay? Don't forget about the team leg. The team leg is really going to help drive your business. Trust me when I tell you that. So for those of you who have big team legs but you haven't put anybody there, get your butts in gear and start contributing to that team leg, all right? Because long term, you're going to think about this a year from now. You're going to be like, I remember when Jay said that. Watch what happens. But at the same time, like I said, keep your vision and belief. forward. Keep moving forward. Forget about what happened yesterday. It's never going to happen again. Yesterday's in my rear view, okay? Today is what's focused, what we're doing, where we're going. Add 4 members, team leg and personal leg, and just repeat that process and teach your people to do the same. Create 5 team developers on your left leg. Create 5 team developers on your right leg. Boom, you hit diamond, okay? That's diamond. Okay, so how do you do that? Let's break it down and make it a little more simpler. Let's see, 500, what's the numbers there? You need 10,000, right, Twan? Are you listening? I don't know if he's listening or not. See, look,
Correct.
Guys, this business isn't that hard. I'm trying to do the numbers on how I went diamond. I don't even know, because guess what? I didn't focus on that. I just kept doing the numbers and kept doing the 3-way calls and kept showing the videos, and it just happened. You know what I mean? So the numbers, how it breaks out as far as how you become a diamond, you need 10,000 in volume on the left side and you need 10,000 in volume on the right side. So in order to do that, I believe that's 20 executive packs. Is that correct, Twan? Twan's texting. Okay, no worries. That's what it is. It's 20 executive packs, all right? That's 10,000 in volume. So you need 20 on the left, 20 on the right. If you create 5 team developers on the left and 5 team developers on the right, they're all in an executive pack, boom, you're a diamond, all right? And you're on your way. From that point on, double diamond and up. Sky's the limit, all right? So here's some ranks here, guys. I'm going to have Twan talk a little bit. Well, I'll talk about a little bit about these. Team builder, step 1. Team developer, step 2. Diamond, step 3. President, step 4. President millionaire, step 5. Now, Chad and Natita, who were just speaking, guys, they're double president millionaires. I don't even know I'm not even worried about president millionaire, double president millionaire, president, diamond. I mean, I'm worried about president. I'm going to get there. That's my next step. But all of these ranks aren't going to mean anything to you guys if you don't do the basic necessity, which is to become a team builder. Once you become a team builder, you know it's possible, because it's all just on a graph right here. It's just laid out on the sheet that Twan put up. It's not real until you get the notification saying, congratulations, you just became a team builder. So go out there and talk to everybody, just like they said. I have a feeling I even know who Chad and Natita are talking about. I have a pretty good inkling of a feeling. I'm sure Twan and Van do also. But, that they can't mention. But trust me when I tell you, that person that they're talking about, they went team builder in 30 seconds. See, that's a decision. That's just a mindset. They probably went team developer in 3 minutes. They went diamond in 10 minutes. They probably went president in 20 minutes. That's the type of mindset you have to have here. If you set yourself up and hit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you'll never ever have to worry about money again. And we're just getting started, folks. Just getting started. And all the perks and all the things that are going to be coming along as you hit these ranks is insane. I got a peek, a little bit of what other things that they plan on doing for people in Dubai. Oh my gosh. I've never seen a more generous company this early in the game, ever. I mean, it's just absurd. But I'm just trying to give you guys the belief, the passion from me, and the vision, because when you're sitting in a boardroom of a company that did $157 million in sales in 2015, okay, and you see all these ranks up here, but I'm going to paint this picture a little bit. We talk about a little bit on the opportunity presentation, but I'm going to hit on this really hard right now. When you talk about a company that did $157 million in sales, where the CEO tells you that he was scared of the U.S. market. He didn't want to come to the U.S. market because he knows how demanding Americans can be. So he was scared of it. But when you hear that the company did those sales in Northern Africa and Northern Europe, and they have 14 people on the top 200 earners worldwide list of network marketers all over the world. There's 14 people on the top 200 list from World Global Network. Guys, there's companies out there that did over $500 million in sales the same year, 2015 earnings, $500 million in sales and more. There's companies out there that did more than that. but companies that did $500 million in sales, that's almost 4 times what World did, 4.5 times what World did, okay? 5.5 times what World did. And World did it in Northern Africa and Northern Europe. There's companies out there that did $500 million that are in 20, 30, 40 countries. They're in the United States. Some of those companies only have one person on the list. One person on the list. And this list, to quantify it and break it down a little bit more, you're making 6 figures a month to be on this list, folks. 6 figures a month to be on this list. There's a company out there that did $500 million. Guess how many people they have on the list? One. We have 14. Guys, let me just tell you, you guys just don't understand. This is sick with a K on the end, not S-I-C-K. S-I-K. This is sick what's about to happen here. So let's go and kind of wrap this up a little bit. 557, World Business Overview, okay? World Business Overview. Get somebody to a webinar quickly, okay? Get them to a webinar quickly. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., 9 p.m., and 7 p.m., 9 p.m., and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're doing webinars. You guys want to grow your business in one night? Start packing those webinar lines for tomorrow. We should max out at 100. After this training, tomorrow, there's no reason why we should be maxing out the webinar tomorrow. On one of those times, it should be maxed out. We're going to continue to do this until it happens. We're going to have to get a bigger webinar. But right now, 7 p.m., 9 p.m., and 11 p.m., all your focus should be is showing 2-minute videos, 7-minute videos, and then getting to the webinar tomorrow night. That's it. You shouldn't be talking. You shouldn't be saying. You shouldn't be preaching. You shouldn't be doing any of that. 2-minute video, 7-minute video, tomorrow night webinar. In between, do a 3-way call. That's it. All right. Orientation training. These are once a month. So these orientation trainings that we're doing right now, we did one last month. Van and Tuan did an excellent job. I'm not a real big emotional type guy, but to work with somebody like Tuan and Van and to hear their struggles and to hear what they said last month when they were talking about the training, I mean, I got to admit that brought a tear to my eye. I was really emotional about it because Tuan really, they were under some heavy duress. And I'm not going to talk about the duress they were under, but, they were under some heavy duress. They came under fire, to get into this business and work it. And every day, I know they must have went to bed scared for the first 4 weeks, but they fought through it. And look what's happened to them now. Double presidents, grand presidents already. I mean, crazy stuff is happening for them. It's going to happen for everybody, but they believed and they knew what was going on. So they took their hearts and put it in that orientation training last month. And this month, we're back at it again. And look, we're already duplicating. I'm doing the training now, some of it anyway. I'm doing the training now. Next month, I think we're going to have Big Tigger. I call him Big Tigger. Big T. I think T is going to do the one next month. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But you have to get on the training, guys. And clue, get your people on the training too. Because it doesn't make any sense if you're the only one on here and you've got 5, 10 people on your team and nobody else is on here. It's like you're a ventriloquist. You have to now go back and tell them what they missed out on. But do yourself a favor. You don't have to do that. Technology's here. Tuan's recorded this. So just show them what's going on. If we can get the recording link, I'm sure Tuan will be able to share that. World Roadshow. So this is a roadshow they're going in Vegas next month, January 5th and 6th and 7th, I believe. One day is a diamond and above training. But roadshows, these are events where World is showcasing the technology. This is a roadshow in Vegas where Toshiba is going to be introducing the Hilo. This is also going to be an event where Nat and Shanita and Chad and Natita will be training. So these are events like that. You'll be updated through the Team World Facebook page. So you'll be able to see the events and stuff that are going on. That's why you constantly have to check that page, okay? World Changer events monthly. So some people in different markets are doing their own events. I saw a gentleman that had a booth set up at some event he was doing this afternoon. I don't know if it was in Texas or wherever, but these are starting to sprout up all over. I know Darren Gibson, my main man, Darren Gibson, he's out there listening. Darren Gibson's setting something up, I think, in Durham, North Carolina. So immediately, as soon as I saw that, I text messaged my whole crew in North Carolina, like, hey, look, I know you guys are in that Winston-Salem area. You guys know who you are. But in Durham, there's going to be an event. I don't know the exact date because I just, really skimmed through the flyer. But if you go to the Team World Facebook page and get in there and look at that, you'll be able to see that there's an event in Durham. And if you can't make it, get somebody that you know there that's in the Durham area. So just think about that. So there's World Changer events that are going on monthly too as well. Change Your Life Camp. You have to be qualified at a certain level. Change Your Life Camp. I think that's supposed to say team volume qualified, or maybe it's team developer qualified. I'm not sure what that means. I think you have to be qualified at a certain level to be at that. I'm not going to talk much about that because I don't know much about that. That's what I said, guys. You don't have to know everything here. You don't have to be the smartest person. You don't have to have the most information. That actually overloads you. You just need to know how to present. So the Change Your Life Camp, that's something that's upcoming. Diamond Academy, you have to be team developer qualified. You'll get events like that are going to be coming up. We'll be talking about that. And President Academy, you have to be Diamond qualified for that as well. So these are all events that are going to be coming up, guys, that we will be posting on Team World as soon as we understand and know when and where these are going to be taking place. So that's what I said. Try to keep your focus on the events page for Team World on Facebook. That is where you're going to get all the information, guys. All right. There's a Rolex, Ferrari, trips, vacation, family, the ranks, guys, recognition. Basically, you see those numbers and the ranks up there. That's how much team volume people, because I know there's a lot of people on here that still don't understand how you hit these ranks. Those numbers and those ranks, those are numbers that you have on your left team and your right team, okay? So if you have numbers of that nature on your left team and on your right team, that's the rank that you are. It's right up there. And there's a lot of goodies that come along the way, guys. I mean, the supercar bonus is huge. For those of you who haven't heard about it, the supercar bonus is going on right now, and it ends May 15th. If you can look up there and see the rank that says President Millionaire, $250,000. Some of us have been in companies that have produced more than $250,000 in volume, okay? Whether it be juice, whether it be nutrition, whether it be beauty, whether it be anti-aging, whether it be travel or legal memberships, whatever the case may be. Some of us have known people to create these kind of numbers on a consistent monthly basis in volume. So all of these numbers up here, they look big, but they're really not. We've got a brand new device in the marketplace. It's your job to get out here and share it with everyone. Because if you do not touch them, I'm going to get them, or Twan's going to get them, or Van's going to get them, or Big Tig is going to get them, or somebody's going to get them. Chad and Atita is going to get them. Nat and Shanita are going to get them. You're thinking about somebody in a far-off place, not even on this continent, you better get this information in front of them. And if they don't speak English, then figure out a way to make it work. Seriously, because this thing is not waiting for anybody. The supercar bonus is basically this. You hit President Millionaire. That means you have $250,000 in volume, okay, on both sides, all right? You get $250,000 in volume on both sides. You get the keys to a Rolls-Royce, Ferrari, or Lamborghini, the keys and the title. And I think the number I heard in the boardroom in Miami at the corporate office was, at President Millionaire, you're probably making somewhere of about $250,000 a year. So to pay $18,000 in taxes on a $250,000 car, whatever the taxes is going to be, it's a small, small amount. Some people are like, oh, well, you got to pay the taxes on it. You pay taxes on everything, idiot. Okay? You pay taxes on everything. Who cares? If Fabio comes up and shows up at my doorstep with the keys to a Rolls Royce or Ferrari or Lamborghini, I keep talking about this because I'm passionate. I like vehicles. I'm from the car business. I was a salesperson. I sold BMW cars for 12 years here in the Washington, D.C. area and in LA. So when it comes to BMWs, Porsches, Audis, things of that nature, I sold many cars for many years. So to hear when somebody is giving you a supercar worth $250,000, for you to just go out and do 250,000 in volume on both sides, you can hit it 4 times. Doesn't have to be back to back. It doesn't have to be consecutive. Just hit it 4 times between now and May 15th. 4 times between now and May 15th, Fabio is going to show up on your doorstep with the keys to one of those 3 cars that you choose. So that's huge, really huge. As far as the Rolex, and we already give a car bonus, okay? It's $1,000 a month. When you hit that level, you get $1,000 a month. You can use it towards a car, or you can just pocket it. It's up to you. As far as the car, you can keep it, you can sell it, you can do whatever you want with it. The whole matter is that is a heck of a market driver incentive, okay? We're not talking about iPads here, folks. We're way past that business. Let's go to the next slide, Tuan. Are we done?
Awesome. Thank you, Jay. I really do appreciate you hopping on in. And just want to do, we're pretty much almost wrapped up, you guys. Just hang on tight for just a handful of minutes for some announcements. But I wanted to do, because we're short on time, I wish we could actually have a moment to recognize all the diamonds and above. We definitely are very limited time because we're just going past beyond time. But want to recognize the newest diamonds in the team. And very, very excited to really just recognize a couple that are having a tremendous amount of success. And honestly, Van and I have become really good friends with them. We've known them for a long time, and just wanted to just have them hop on just for a few minutes just to recognize them. Hey, you know what? Honestly, it's really not about all the facts and all the information that some of you guys are like, I'm overwhelmed already. But really, what inspires us in this industry is to be able to hear the stories of people who just, really came in and then just followed the system and actually rose up to into the business, So hopefully they're still on. Wanted to recognize newest diamonds here at World GN. That's Mike and Shannon Milano. And I hope I'm always saying that last name all right. So are you guys on the line, you guys?
Yes, sir, we are. Can you hear me?
Yeah, definitely can hear you. Hey, just wanted to, Van and I and Jay wanted to just welcome you on being the newest diamonds. And I think I heard you guys did it in 24 hours. So just wanted to just pass it to you just for a few minutes just to hear your story. Congratulations on all you guys' success, by the way.
Absolutely. Congratulations, guys. That is amazing.
Jay and Tuan, thanks a lot. Appreciate it a lot. My wife Shannon and I have 5 children. We're in the Detroit, Michigan area. And just something we're really excited about, this technology, the simplicity of the training, which was phenomenal today, and the convenience of it on the Zoom, fantastic. We were actually with another network marketing company for the past 4 years and had a lot of successes, met a lot of great people, and transitioning into technology, which everybody loves and everybody wants now.
We're so excited. I can't show my picture right now.
That's Shannon, and fantastic. It's snowing right now in Michigan. We love it because it's hot. We're hot. We feel great about this. This product works, right? The application on your phone is phenomenal, very easy, user-friendly. It's something that everyone wants, guys. Don't wait for this. Let's ride this wave. We believe it. We know what's coming. Actually met Fabio personally as well. The boardroom was amazing, guys. If you ever we're in a boardroom setting, first class all the way. These people, they have the vision of where they're going, and we are just blessed to be partnered with them, with Van and Tuan. Jay, you're phenomenal. Natita and Chad, awesome people. Okay, I'm gonna throw it back to you guys. I got people to contact. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bounce it back.
Awesome.
You're not playing.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. And yes, even though this is a hot opportunity, man, you look like you're cold. So yeah, world changers all the way.
All right, thanks.
Congratulations again. And real quick, guys, definitely don't want to be remiss to not recognize this gentleman. He actually did a portion of the training today. I want to recognize newest diamond, Jay Forston, to just knocking it out of the ballpark. And congratulations again. And, if you want to share anything, I'd love for you to hear you say a few comments real quick, as we're working on making some announcements and wrapping up. But congratulations again, Jay.
Thank you, Twan. I appreciate it. And I'm going to be 100%. I'm going to throw it to you and Van. Like literally, I didn't believe that I could do another network marketing company again. And I know a lot of you guys are out there and you're sitting there thinking like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this again. But literally, Twan and Van's work ethic got me excited about this entire industry all over again, really got me excited about World Global Network. And really, you guys had painted that picture. If you guys hadn't painted the picture the way you did, and Twan was really good, guys, just really quick. He's so humble and Van's so humble. You know how Twan caught my attention on this? Can I tell him? Okay, you may as well now, right? I sent Twan a message almost 4 years ago through Facebook. We were Facebook friends, but I sent him a physical Facebook message inbox because I had a Vietnamese person from another company. And even though I was sidelined to Twan, I knew Twan was Vietnamese. Him and his wife Van were having massive success at the time. And I asked Twan, I said, hey, are you available to do a 3-way call for me in Vietnamese, obviously? And Twan got back to me and said, hey, man, did I ever get back to you? And that's what opened up the conversation for us about World. But I am so glad that Van and Twan opened up their doors and shared with me the vision, immediately put me through the process, told me exactly what to do and told me exactly what not to do. And I haven't done anything but what they've said to do, point blank. That first week, I did exactly what they told me to do. And we filled out apps. We had applications. Everybody's complaining that the website is down. So what if it's down? It's going to come back up. The sun's going to rise tomorrow. It's going to come back up. But, we were already trained and ready because we were already just filling out applications before we even launched this thing anyway. So, look, guys, I just want to, you guys are just really, really good leaders. I mean, you're a phenomenal husband and wife team. I want to really give the glory to you guys as far as, just opening up your home. I mean, every time you're doing a Zoom, you're home. I mean, you're in your bedroom. I mean, that's cool. You guys are literally opening up your home to zillions of people. And just want to say thank you guys so much. And thanks for believing in me. Really, it was the belief in the vision that you and Van painted, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. And dude, you honestly have always been positive from day one. I've honestly never heard you complain, not once. And guys, I will definitely say this: if you actually listen to folks like Mike and Jay, and you actually hear their attitude, they're non-negotiable. They have that attitude of like, I will not be denied. And they actually are very, they have a very strong positive attitude. And it goes back to saying what I said earlier, is that this business is 80% mindset and 20% of it is skill set. And if you are absolutely consciously aware of that, you'll come to realize that that you can actually control every single type of situation you have in your mind and any other thing around you by basically controlling it in your mind. And if you can control it in your mind, you will actually have the success, you guys. So again, congratulations, you guys, on hitting diamond. There's more to come. You guys stay tuned. There's a lot of other people that are actually very close. They're going to knock it out this week. For those of you that are new team builders, new team developers, I want to recognize you guys as well. Honestly, this business we wouldn't be where it's at today if it wasn't for you guys. So you did, make a shout out, on chat that you did it. You knocked it out of the ballpark. To say, hey, I hit it. I hit TB. I hit TD. Just really, really proud of you guys. Okay. And again, just because we're short on time, just want to go over such a couple announcements real quick as we wrap things up. And, give me about 5 minutes and then we're good to go, you guys. So first thing is, as we're doing recognition, just want to really congratulate World GN. They've been through a lot. And I will tell you this, they knocked it out in U.S. sales. They did over $380 million in total sales, guys, in 5 years. Now, some of you guys might think like, oh, it's 5 years, but would you believe that 95% of their sales came from the last 6 months? Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, their sales a majority of their sales came from just this year, guys. And so they're having tremendous amount of success. What a great recognition, going on here at World Global Network. And here's the thing, guys, is just the beginning. This is the time right now where they're actually tying their shoelaces. Van and I, we were sitting at the headquarters yesterday. I think it was yesterday, 2 days ago, maybe 2 days ago. And we sat down and they were like, hey, we've never thought this was going to happen, but we're restructuring the company right now to actually grow, to scale it, to take it to $1 billion company, guys. That's exciting to hear that they were reluctant, just like what Jay said as well, Another thing, you guys, if you're taking notes, Dubai, what a beautiful picture, you guys. Man, I'm so excited. Just looking at that picture, it's just such a beautiful place. I don't know. I've never been there before, but can't wait to go. And can't wait for all you guys to go. I know some of you guys are thinking, can I really make it? It's already December 10th. I think that's the date. Guys, you definitely can. If you really put your mind to it and you really just, draw a line in the sand, you said, I'm going to go for it. And you sat down, you buckled down, and you just started making calls, started sending people the 2-minute commercial, the 7-minute overview, and you invited people to the webinar. You could tell I'm talking really fast. But if you can really do what I'm telling you right now, you can absolutely predict your own future. You can really say, this is my fate. This is my future. I am going to Dubai. And if you determine that, and you say yourself, you're going to do it, you will knock it out, you guys. Trust me when I tell you this. Fabio, he wants to do everything in his power to make it fair so that every single person has a winning chance to go. And we've already heard that he planned on doing, the company was put in place to do what's called soft closes, guys. What does that mean? That means that though we are doing weekly closes and it ends Monday midnight Pacific Standard Time, right? So basically Tuesday morning is when they closes, right? Look, if you've been around long enough, you realize that sometimes he says, you know what, let's extend it for another 3 days. Hey, let's extend it for another week. So what does that mean? Are you guys going to wait until he makes that extension? No. You decide that you want to do it, go out and do it now. Go out and start sharing it right now. And I know some of you guys are going to say, well, the site's down now. Fill out those paper apps, you guys. I promise you this, when Van and I first got started, there were things that was actually, there was literally chains on our own wrist that held us back from entering applications in, because we had to go through some legal, we had to make sure that, we had to handle all this stuff just to make sure that it was legally that we were able to actually transition from one company to another. And so all of our business was on paper apps at the beginning, guys. And so I'm telling you right now, no site at all can nothing should ever stop you from doing it. As a matter of fact, in Canada, they just broke a new diamond on paper app. They just haven't entered it in yet. And I'll give you guys some updates about the site. But I want you to get an idea of what Dubai looks like. So let me just kind of show you a quick video. Pretty cool. Let me just pop that up. Just to see what to expect, okay, at Dubai, okay? Let me see here. Okay, hey, honestly, I don't even know. I had all these crazy names of what hotel you're staying at. I can't even pronounce it, but look, all I know is we just got to be there, okay? I just watching that video got me all excited up already. I'm pumped up. So let me just go ahead and go back to the slide so we can actually just go ahead and show you that. And here we go. Perfect. Let me show you, get back to the slide. All right. So Dubai is going to be January 13 to 16. This is definitely the event you want to go to and do whatever it takes to qualify for it. But to qualify, it's basically you got to qualify Diamond 3 times. But they've actually also said that if you've already qualified diamond already, you want to make sure you qualify double diamond. If you already qualified diamond once, qualify double diamond from now to December 27. Just do double diamond one time if you've already qualified diamond and you're set, ready to go. You don't have to do it 3 times. If you do double, if you hit double, if you do hit double diamond first time, you got to do diamond one time. Honestly, you just got to do $30,000 in volume, in sales volume, in a given in either 1 week or 2 weeks, and you're qualified. Look, hit grand diamond, you're done. Okay, hit grand diamond one time, and you're done. Before, you had to hit president one time, and now they said, you know what? Whatever you got to do, hit grand diamond. If you just want to go from 0 to hero, go do grand diamond one time, and you're going to actually be qualified to go to Dubai. Guys, this is really exciting. You can go to the blog on worldgn.com to look at the qualifications and all the eligibility and stuff like that, just so that you know for a fact what you need to do to hit Dubai. Okay, guys? Now, the next thing I want you guys to know is Las Vegas. So save the date, January 6, 7, and 8. There's a special event in Las Vegas, and special guests will be double president millionaires Chad and Natita Chong, and global master distributors and grand president millionaires Nat and Shanita Paranaputra. Okay, save these dates, you guys, and we'll give you more specific dates as time goes on the Facebook fan page. But this is an event that you definitely don't want to miss. They're going to unveil basically the 557 system more. Guys, here's the thing. Can you believe it that we are such an infant stage that they don't have a full operational system in place right now? Right now, if you ask Chad and Natita or Nat and Shanita Paranaputra, if you ask them, hey, what's our system right now? They'll say, we don't have a full system yet. Well, what do we do right now? Just build a team. That's where we're at now. We're at formulation stage with the team right now, but come for January 6, 7, and 8, they're going to roll out the system of duplication. So, guys, we are at the forefront of integrating systems right now, and they're going to make that announcement for 2017 marching orders, what we're going to do here at Las Vegas, okay? Cool. So just want to throw that out there. And here's what's really cool, guys. I've never been I've never been in a true international business before. Van and I have talked about, man, wouldn't it be cool to be part of an international business? Convention will be held in Bangkok, Thailand. Whoa. I mean, I cannot believe it, guys. Now, plan ahead early because, you want to make sure you save up money for it, get tickets and stuff like that. Guys, you get a chance to go to Thailand. If you've never been to Thailand, this is your opportunity right now. May 27. It's going to be at the Impact Arena. And, guys, tickets will be available to purchase. One site is back up and running. And, save money now, guys, because you definitely want to make plans to go there. Now, here's what's really cool. Love the leadership. Chad and Natita is able to actually, from what I know, they actually rent out like literally a whole entire section of the hotel. Food, hotel stay. I think transportation's included as well. Guess how much it is? $200 for the whole thing. Guys, when I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh, right? That's really, talk about being able to work out some negotiations, right? Now, here's the thing. Van and I come from businesses, 2 different businesses that it costs how much? $150? $200 for the ticket? Check this out. Ticket prices is $30. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This company doesn't care about making money off of the ticket, you guys. They really want to build a business on the volume that you build on true product sales. They're not looking to make money on the back door. They want to help you see the vision of where this company is going. So the ticket's only $30. So guys, I'm telling you, this is mind-blowing. So plan it with your team. Talk about it with your team. Plan ahead. Put it in your calendar. And how do you buy tickets? You can go to the blog. You can scroll down, and you can actually find the blog, and it talks about Bangkok, the event, international event. When you open up that blog, it's going to say purchase tickets. You can start purchasing tickets when the site starts going back up and running. So save the date, guys, May 27th. It's ways from now, but you want to save money for it. And guys, Van and I, we plan on bringing 1,000 people to this event. There's no question about it. We cannot do it without you guys. And we want to make sure that you guys bring as many people in your team. And here's the best thing in the world. You get to ride elephants. I know you guys are wondering, like, why do I want to ride an elephant? Because you can. All right, let's move forward. Right? Okay. Update for you guys. Some of you guys may or may not know, but there was a huge cyber attack on the website. And guys, some of you guys are wondering, like, oh my gosh, cyber attack, that's dangerous. How safe are we? Guys, cyber attacks happen all the time. If you haven't checked it out, go Bank of America, put cyber attack. If you haven't put, look up Chase, banks, they get hit with cyber attacks daily. So cyber attacks happen all the time. Then I used to be part of a direct sales company that provided identity theft protection. And identity theft is one of the biggest things out there. Here's what's cool about World, that they actually put, when they started discovering early on, because they have alert early detection on, they immediately shut down the site right away. And they actually made sure that they're doing a full actually just study, research, just to make sure that everything is safe. Luckily, none of personal information was actually hacked, so basically everything was actually, held on a secure server. And so just want you guys to know that they're actually doing all the necessary precautions to make sure that everyone is safe before they go live. So everything is shut down just to make sure that they're doing a clean sweep, that way there's no hackers actually entering into the database at all. So everything will be fully stored. It was supposed to be restored yesterday in the afternoon, but they're just taking the extra steps to do basically the necessary precautions to make sure that this doesn't happen the way it did ever again, guys. So just want you guys to know, update that, they're almost in nearly completion again. So just be patient, and just want you guys to know that you don't have anything to worry about, anything you have to be stressed about. So this way, that way you guys know what's going on. Go from there. And we've already talked about the car promotion. And obviously, we don't have time to do an advanced comp plan. We'll do that next time. Maybe Van and I will ask Chad, maybe next week, we'll do a small segment on advanced training, you guys, so that on the compensation plan. So that way you guys know how to build and how to maximize your business, okay? So here's what we want to do to wrap things up as we are coming to a close. Guys, all I can tell you right now is that inspiration, motivation, and education is nothing without implementation. What you want to do is go ahead and start building like crazy. Do exactly what Jay said. Start making that list. Start sharing people the 2-minute commercial. Start sharing people the 7-minute overview. If you don't know about this website, there's a website called Helo, HELO .life. Helo.life. It has the 2-minute, the 7-minute, and even the comp plan presentation all rolled into one. For those of you that are like, I just want everything all in one, here you go. We have it ready for you. Helo.life. Use that, pique people's interest, put them through the 5-step KISS system. And we have webinars again tomorrow, and then Monday and Tuesday. Let's help you guys get promoted, and let's definitely end the year strong, you guys. So with that, love it. Sergio says teamwork makes the dream work. Guys, honestly, make a comment real quick. Who is absolutely loving the team spirit that we actually have going on here at Team World, guys? Just go and give me some love real quick. Who's absolutely loving the team spirit, you guys?
Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's committed?
Exactly. Give me some love. Let me know right now, right? So, guys, absolutely, guys. Thank you so much. Debbie's like, this is really exciting. Guys, I mean, we feel the intimacy within the team, right? Ready. Feeling the love right here, the hearts. Absolutely, the bomb. Ready.
The bomb.
Guys, we're in the beginning. Don't wait until March to go out there and run hard. Momentum is right around the corner. We haven't even seen nothing yet. Just go out there and build. Oh, sorry, I just got a message. What about China? Okay, guys, take notes on this. China is a big market. We just made a release on this, and I can see let's rock this. Thank you, guys. Write this website down. AsiaWRD.cn. AsiaWRD.cn. Now, some of you guys may not know this, but China's government is very tight. So, some people can't access the website. So if you send your Chinese prospects in China, WRD.cn, they're able to actually see the website fully without any restrictions. It's in full integration in Chinese. And the way the system works in China, so that you guys know, is that it's like Alibaba, it's like eBay, it's like Amazon, where they have to legally buy the product first. Okay, so if you're taking notes, they have to go to this website first and buy it and basically be able to either pick it up or have it shipped to them. So once they buy the product is they're gonna have the product in hand with a voucher code. Then they take the voucher code and they go to your website. Okay, if you are exposing them, they go to your website and they click on join, and they would enter their voucher code and fill out the form and basically register their product to your website, and now they're in your team. Okay, AsiaWRD.cn, AsiaWRD.cn, AsiaWRD.cn. All right, let me just go ahead and do this real quick so you guys can see it, what I'm talking about. There we go, AsiaWRD.cn. So, guys, you'll get the hang of it. Again, they have to buy the product first. If they're in China, once they buy the product from AsiaWRD.cn, they would actually receive their product. They would take their product with the voucher code on the back. They would go to your website, click on join, enter the voucher code that they received from the product, register it, and they're automatically put into your organization. And that's where you get compensated, guys. If you have any questions, get with your diamond. But guys, we're evolving and we're growing as a company. We're really proud of you guys, and let's rock this thing out, guys. So having said that, thank you so much. And look forward to seeing you guys rock it out this rest of the month. And if we don't talk, happy holidays to you and to your family. Take care, everybody. We'll upload the recording right after we're done with this segment. Take care, everybody. Bye.